Home again, TD Dog. I'm home from Philadelphia. I had 4 hours of driving to kind of look into the energies and see what was going on and see if I got anything interesting. I did get some things that are actually quite interesting, but I think I'm going to share them tomorrow because I want to sleep on them. I want to see if I get a little bit more clarification. Excuse me. It's not that it's scary. And it's not that it's anything that I can prevent or you could prevent or watch out for. It is stuff that in hindsight, when we do know that it happens, we'll be able to look back and say, okay, so that's when this happened or this is what we were expecting. But I kind of want to have a little bit better answers as to what exactly it is that I'm seeing because it could sound concerning in the wrong interpretation. So I'm going to just sleep on that. I did look into March again. I know there's so many of you intuitives that are saying March, but I just don't see it. I do see the Mercury going into retrograde. And I do see how there's other planetary things that are coming into play with that as well. It's kind of like a mixing pot of drama. But I really just am not seeing any of the really stark news. I'm just not. Mercury going into retrograde, excuse me, is bad enough. I had my check engine light go on on the way here. But and the last time it went into retrograde, I had to replace my furnace. So, that plus another $800 in car repairs later, I was down $14,000. It was awful. So no, I'm not looking forward to this month's, garbage. But as far as an overall energy and something to be concerned about, I'm not feeling that same thing. I did look into the Pope energy. I was asked very nicely to look into that. And I don't see that energy ending. I'm not sure what's going on with him. I haven't been watching the news. I'm not Catholic. I know he's old. So I guess it's kind of like, saying that it's going to snow in wintertime. But I'm not feeling that energy end. But what I do see is it looks like when, you watch Alice in Wonderland and the cards all lay themselves down on top of each other, almost like you're shuffling a deck. I do see that. So I don't know, and there's a lot of red cards. So I don't know if there's going to be like shuffling of responsibilities or if it's going to take a long recovery or if they're lining the next up in line. I'm not Catholic. I don't know how any of that works. And I really don't have any clue about what's going on. I just kind of looked into a blind energy reading to see where that's headed. But I'll come back tomorrow if I have a little bit more on these other stuff. It's interesting. And like I said, it's nothing that we can do anything about. It's not like, it's one of those things where when you look back after it happens, you're like, oh, she said that. But I do want a little bit better clarification. So I don't scare anybody. I don't want to say something wrong. So I'll see you tomorrow.